Okay. Well, dating somebody with kids, it can be tricky.
It can.
Okay, but definitely not impossible, right?
If you have the right approach, that's the key. We've got Hope here from It's Just Lunch. She's our dating expert. It's Just Lunch, a great business that helps connect people. So you know well what kind of success you have with people who have kids.
Yeah.
Now, we've heard a lot about both people have kids.
Yes.
What about where only one has kids? Is that usually a deal breaker?
I don't think it is. It depends on the person, what their lifestyle is. I'm going to kind of go through that with some tips if you are dating someone or you're thinking about dating someone with kids, what to consider.
Right.
My first tip is that you need to be flexible. You have a child, you know, emergencies come up, plans change.
Might cancel on you.
Yes, you have to go with the flow. If you can't do that, not a good idea, because being flexible is a necessity if you're going to date someone
Along
with
with that is being patient.
Exactly. That's next, is being patient. You know, and this is in multiple ways. So first off, you might really like the person you're with. You might be excited to meet their children, but keep in mind, it's not just about the two of you anymore. So their number one thing that they're going to consider is, I'm a parent, my child is important, and I want to make sure it's the right timing for them. So don't take it personal. It's really not about you.
If they won't let you meet the kids.
Exactly, because timing is everything, and they're going to want to make sure the child is comfortable. And then also timing in the relationship. People who have children tend to take relationships a little bit slower. They want to make sure it's a right fit, you know? So keep that in mind if their pace is slower, and if they have less time to put into spending time together, because they're going to have that balancing.
They have another person that needs their attention.
Exactly. So you have to be aware of that, and again, don't take that personally. It's part of their lifestyle, which brings me to my next tip, which is think about your lifestyle. So, you know, that's something to really consider, because your commitment level needs to be higher if you're dating someone with kids. If you're at a point in your life where your lifestyle is still to go out a lot, you're always at the bar, you're always, you know, spending time with your friends, and
probably can't do that with somebody that has a kid.
Exactly. Or if, you know, maybe during that time where you're getting to know each other, you can still have that freedom because they're spending time with their kids. But think down the road. What are our lifestyle goals? Because, you know, they're not going to have that lifestyle where they're going out, if they're a good parent, and they're at the bars all the time. They're going to want, you know, you to be incorporated in their child's life and to build together. You're going to be going out to, you know, water worlds and doing the family things on the weekends.
That's my final question to you, because I did date someone several years ago who had 3 kids. And we got really quickly involved in taking the girls out and taking the girls here and there, and I bonded with the girls, and then didn't work out. I mean, should you be doing stuff with your date's children or not?
Well, I think you've got to have the conversation first and know where you guys stand. You know, where do we stand? Is this really a relationship that's going to be a long-term relationship that's going to be meaningful, or are we just having a good time and getting to know each other? I would say hold off until you know, because you have to take your children's perspective, and if they get attached to somebody that's here today and that person's gone tomorrow, that's not really fair. You know, when you're dating, you're used to that. You know, things can be on one day and off the next, but for a child, that's totally different. And if attachment builds, it's not fair to them. So I think that's something really important for both the parent to consider, and then if you're dating someone with kids.
I hope you're the best.
Yeah, you are.
And you know, we do these little things on the air are great, but if you really want some serious help, It's Just Lunch does a great job. It's not an online dating service. It's a personalized, you go there, they get to know you, and it works. So it's justlunchdenver.com to connect with Hope, and if you need that extra push and that extra guidance, she's the gal to do it. Good to see you, my dear.
Good to see you guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, we will be right back with some really cool jewelry. The new